pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Sherry, would you swear everybody in, please?
Swear in here.
Stand, please, and raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes. Thank you.
Okay. First to the adoption of last meeting's minutes. Does anyone have any changes to be made?
I do. I have a question. At the end of the meeting, Mr. Clement, we were discussing that last...
It's back on the agenda.
Oh, okay.
It's the last thing on the agenda.
Okay. I didn't get that far. Okay. Yes, and everything's fine.
Okay, I move we adopt last month's minutes.
I'll second that.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Staff, any additions or deletions to our agenda today?
Yes, I'll be pulling item 4, section C, subsection B, McCullers Quality Lawn.
Or C. Tell me that one again. I apologize.
1B.
1B.
Second case, McCullers.
Thank you. Is that all?
Yes.
Okay, I move we accept the agenda as changed. All in favor? Excuse me, I need a second.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. It's like item number 1 is case number 14-CE-4902, Esperanza and Robert Ray.
Requesting a notice of assessment for case 14 CE 4902. Violators Esperanza and Robert Ray were cited for the violation of replacement of window and doors without a permit at 1084 29th Street. Service of the citation was provided by certified return receipt. No request for a hearing on the citation has been received, so a hearing to contest the citation has been waived and the violation is deemed admitted by the violator. The violation has not been corrected as of August 13, 2014. The civil penalty has been paid. Requesting enforcement cost of $28.36, please.
Okay, any questions?
Nope.
Okay, well then I move that we find this violation as cited on the citation is continuing and direct the clerk to please issue a notice of assessment of continuing penalties. The initial civil penalty of $50. It's been paid? It has been paid. Yes, it has. Thank you. Forget the $50 on the initial.
Oh, well, no, you assess it, but it's already been paid.
Oh, I see. Okay, so we will keep the assessment of $50, which has already been paid, and continue the civil penalties of $50 per day commencing August 1st, and cost of $28.36.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Case number, let's see, we skipped that one. Case number 14-CE-4717, Macon Holdings.
This is a request for a notice of assessment for case number 14 CE 4717. The violator, Macon Holdings, Inc., care of Kinney Homes, was cited for multiple violations of the Standard Housing Code at 1555 14th Avenue, unit number 117. Service of the citation was provided by posting in first-class mail. It's provided on file with the city clerk's office. There's been no request for a hearing on the citation, and it's deemed to have been waived. So a hearing to contest the violation has been waived, and the violation is deemed admitted by the violator. The violation has not been corrected as of March 28th, 2014, and is not corrected as of today, and the civil penalty assessed on the citation has not been paid. Enforcement costs of $47.28 are requested by the city. An affidavit of those itemized costs has been filed with the board clerk. We request the backup materials be made part of the record. We request the board issue a notice of assessment for continuing penalties, along with an initial civil penalty of $50 and the cost of enforcement of $47.28.
Excuse me.
What was the correction date on that? March 14th, is that what you said?
Yeah, it was the original. Let me make sure.
Yeah, July 16th.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions on this case?
I'll make a motion.
Yeah,
Let's make sure the date was correct. It was
yeah,
March,
we're double checking the date.
March
here.
14th. It is
The
correct.
correction date Yeah, we've got July 15th
Oh, you do?
16.
as a correction date on the citation I'm looking at. Yeah, pay by was the same date on the citation.
Let me make sure. Hold on one second. Should be 328.
Well, but we have to go by the citation that was issued. Was there a different citation? This is citation number 266T.
We had to redo it because we had to post the property. I'm trying to find it.
You said 266T?
This says 2.
That's the citation number, 026.
I have 268T.
Yeah, I don't have my glasses.
Okay.
It's 266.
268T? Okay.
Yeah, I was close.
Yeah, we were close. It's good enough. For government work.
You try to get closer than that.
Yeah, evidently it's an error. It was inspected on March 28th, and that's when it was found in violation. So the correction date should have been 8/15, not 7/15.
8:15.
Okay, you're going the other direction
No,
now.
we're to August.
I'm sorry, 4/15.
4.
April 15th should be the
Correct.
date.
Well, the problem is what was issued says 7/15, so that's what we're pretty much bound by at this point.
Okay. So we're bound to July 15th.
How was this served?
Posting,
It was posted with this date on it?
yes.
You'd have to commence on July 16th then, unless you want to, well, no, it's too late now to amend it, so.
There's been no change. I mean, the posting is still there.
Well, I mean, what's in the record, we need to go by that, so it would be,
We'll have to
as
go-
Sherry has on the motion form, July 16th would be the commencement date.
Okay. All right. You were going to make the motion?
Sure. I'll make a motion that there's a violation and that the violation is cited on the citation as continuing and direct the clerk to issue a notice of assessment of continuing penalties, imposing the initial civil penalty of $50 and continuing penalties of $50 a day commencing on July 16th, 2014, along with cost of enforcement of $47.28.
I second that. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Case number 14-CE-4866 SunTrust Bank.
Requesting a notice of assessment for 14 CE 4866 violator SunTrust was cited for the violation of a public nuisance, overgrown grass, non-operative vehicle, and trash and debris at 2146 18th Avenue. Service of the citation was provided by certified return receipt. No request for a hearing on the citation has been received, so a hearing to contest the citation has been waived and the violation is deemed admitted by the violator. The violation has not been corrected as of August 13th, and the civil penalty has not been paid, requesting enforcement cost of $64.42 with an affidavit of the itemized cost on file.
Okay, any questions on this case, anyone? Okay.
Is
Yes, sir.
SunTrust the actual owner on this now?
Yes, it went to foreclosure auction in April, and they are the owner.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll make a motion that we issue a notice of assessment and that the violation is as cited. The citation, issue a notice of assessment. It is in violation, and I would like to direct the clerk to issue the assessment continuing penalties imposing the initial civil penalty of $50 assessed on the citation, continuing civil penalties of $50 per day commencing July 23rd, 2014, and the cost of enforcement of $64.42.
Very good.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Case number 14-CE-4874, Wells Fargo Home Mortgage.
Requesting a notice of assessment for 14 CE 474, violator Wells Fargo Home Mortgage, Judith A. Lance and Fred Lance, who is deceased.
Excuse me.
They were cited for the violation of weeds, grass, or undergrowth at a height of more than 12 inches at 2036 De Leon Avenue. Service of the citation was provided by certified return receipt for the bank and property posting for the owners. No request for a hearing on the citation has been received, so a hearing to contest the citation has been waived and the violation is deemed admitted by the violator. The violation has not been corrected as of August 13, 2014. The civil penalty has not been paid, requesting enforcement cost of $47.94, please.
Where did the August 13th date come in?
That's it.
This was issued the 25th of July, correct? 24th of July, I guess.
Correct.
Oh, okay,
Correction date was 7/24,
okay.
but it wasn't correct.
Mr. Noonan,
I move that we find the violation as cited on the citation is continuing and direct the clerk to issue a notice of assessment of continuing penalties imposing the initial civil penalty of $50 and continuing penalties of $50 per day commencing on July 25th, 2014, along with cost of prosecution of $47.94.
second that motion. All in favor?
All right.
All opposed? Motion carries. We're on, yeah, no, we're already past time. Administration Matters, case number 13-CE-3810, First Horizon Home Loans.
Mr. Chairman, this is one you dealt with last month. I must have been asleep because I let you waive penalties that you can't waive. There was already an order recorded imposing the civil penalties. Once that happens, it becomes a lien, and only the city council can reduce the amount. So what we need to ask you to do is to rescind your action from the last meeting and just simply find the correction date and assess the total amount of penalties and costs, and then the new owner can make application to the city council for reduction.
Okay. And that total cost was, if I recall, 16 and
Yeah,
change.
we've got it here. Actually, the initial civil penalty, then there was 318 days at $50 a day, cost of prosecution of $35.24, which would give you a total of $15,985.24 that you would assess. The penalties are $15,950, cost of $35.24, and then you would also provide for assessment of the cost of recording and the cost of preparing a lien satisfaction and recording after it's paid.
So can we do this as a,
No, because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't add those in. Not now. We add them in at the end.
can we do it as a lump sum? I think you said 15,000.
Yeah, well, it's civil penalties of $15,950 and cost of prosecution and $35.24. Those are two separate things.
So not included in the 15,985, if I heard you correctly.
Well, the costs are, but you specify them
It's
separately.
not the $50 per day at 318 days.
Right, it's $50 the initial civil penalty, $15,900 is the continuing penalties, and the cost of prosecution is $35.24.
And when did that commence?
Commenced.
You said it was 318 days.
Right, commenced May 9th, 2014, and that was correction date. It commenced on June 26, 2013, and was corrected,
Hey, guys.
found corrected on May 9th, 2014.
All right. I think I get it.
You think you get it?
Got that?
so.
Would you
Remember
mind?
rescinding your prior action,
Yeah.
too.
I'll
You
make
can
a-
look at my notes.
I'll
if
make
you
a
like.
motion that in the matter of case 13-CE-3810, that the board rescind their action from the July meeting and impose the civil penalty of $15,950, which includes continuing penalties that stopped running when the property was in compliance, and the original $50 civil penalty, and also the cost of prosecution of $35.24.
And any recording costs
And
and,
any-
Right.
lien costs.
Bureaucratic stuff that goes
Any,
with it.
any recording cost and lien assessment cost. I will second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Noonan. Okay, anybody else have anything before we adjourn? Nope. Well, meeting is adjourned.